versus GoodGameGoons. We're gonna go in now.
Blue team's turn to ban. Red team's turn.
Right away.
Yeah.
Quick neck.
Blue team's turn to ban. Red team's turn to ban. Blue team's turn to ban.
This is pretty, oh yeah, that Vera ban.
Talanis. Okay.
I don't know what's going on right now.
I mean, Talanis is very powerful if you got someone that knows how to use her. She's very dangerous.
Turn to pick. Red team's turn.
There's Yibbeneth.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Yeah, he's pretty good too. Just throwing that out there. And Valheim. What game would be complete without Valheim?
Blue team's turn to pick.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Natalia. Talk about somebody that is incredible, gets no love in tournament play. It's Natalia.
Now, I'll tell you what, Winter is a monster of a mid laner.
Yeah, definitely.
He's really good. It doesn't matter what mage he's playing, he is really good. And this, his Natalia, he's only played Natalia, I want to say roughly about 25 to 26 matches or something like that. But he's dangerous. Dangerous on Natalia. Don't count it out.
Morin. Aww.
Oh, I was hoping he was gonna go Morin. He's really good with Morin.
He probably watched those last matches and he's like, forget it. Slim's it is.
It looks like my phone's not charging.
Well, you're gonna need to get your life together or something.
I know.
What are you at?
2%.
Oh, okay.
And it's plugged in.
All right. Well, that's a, huh.
Let's try a different plug. 'Cause I don't think it's the cord. Yes, it is. And I need a new cord for my razor.
All right. Well, this is nothing even against either team or really the other 9 characters, but Winter on Natalia. I've got NTG for the win.
Yeah, to be honest, I kind of have a feeling NTG will take the win. I mean, you got SFP on the Malak.
10 seconds.
Story's going to be playing Yibbeneth in support. I don't think I've entirely seen Yibbeneth play support too much. He's most likely a side lane, like Abyssal laner. So if my phone dies, I'll be watching the stream and cast. Help you try to cast.
Yeah, still. I mean, realistically, I think the team build on NTG is better. I don't really know what Grak's gonna be pulling toward. I guess Liliana, but Liliana's movement's so good. Does she really even need a Grak?
She doesn't totally need a Gronk. If anything, it's gonna be for that Valheim.
Alright, they paused it, man. Get your phone charging. Do whatever it takes.
It's plugged in right now, and it just dropped to 1%.
Is the surge thing on?
Yeah, it's on. Doesn't make sense. I just hope my battery hasn't, like, my charger, my cable hasn't, like, died.
Get ready. Minions will be deployed in 5 seconds.
And NTG always pauses the game at the very beginning because Winter's phone loads in kind of slow.
We got the invade up top. Irie is trying to cover bottom, but it looks like 3G was really prepared for that, and Yvneth almost goes down, but nothing too dangerous. Natalia did what I would have done and opted to take wave first so she could get her second ability, or her first, depending on what she takes first. But it put her a little bit behind the push, and it kind of made her effectively worthless for that invade just because it was so short. Not a lot going on right now. Dragon's up in 15. I don't see much in the way of positioning to prepare for it.
Yeah, it looks like NCG is starting to get a 4-man rotation onto the Abyssal.
Well, no worries. Nickel Nips is the that's a terrible name. Liliana's there taking damage. She's not in good shape. That Nat, all she's got to do is flicker, and Liliana's dead. She opts not to. Zephy's good timing hitting mid, but Natalia can clear wave basically instantly. So that's really like a non-issue. That train honked.
Oh, I know.
There it is.
It's stupid train horn.
Alright, so maybe a rotation this time. NTG looks like they're in better shape, and they're able to push the 3G guys back. They don't take the engage because they saw movement from up top, and the Liliana basically just scares the group away. And it looks like 3G, they need to get the damage out there. Valheim just kind of staying at a distance and trying to range them, but it looks like there's a lot of movement on this dragon. 3G is able to take it. Nat, not the best ult, but also Slim's missed his spear. Nickel Nips still alive.
I can't hear the name without laughing.
It's impossible. Alright, 3G doing their best just to maintain the rotation. NTG is not able to do much there. Winner finally with their first kill. And they are able to... Grat goes down too. Yeah. Now NTG's kind of getting the rhythm down.
So update on my phone charging, it's at 0% and holding. This is not good.
I don't even know I don't even know how to respond to that.
I don't know how to respond to it either. Oh man.
Liliana got a lot of wave pushing, but she's able to hold them back. None of them do damage to her tower. Astrid up top, kind of running in circles. And 3G playing very, very much on the defensive. And NTG really focus more on just... Oh, here we go, up top. We got a lot of damage coming in on Zephy's. He is able to get the kill on Malik, but a lot of damage laid out there. Natalia not able to get the stacks, so her ult doesn't do as much damage. Liliana almost got away, but Slims had to get the job done. Grak, Zephys in the middle versus Yibneth and Natalia. That is not good for 3G. They probably should not take this engage. But Zephys, it took him a long time to rotate back in jungle. I feel like that's just missing opportunity. And NTG pulls the dragon out. Zephys does not realize what he's getting into. I think he does now. But and we get a rotation from 3G. So we've got Grok, we've got the Valheim, we've got the Zephys, and they're basically just staying in tower while Natalia is clearing wave. Liliana is in. They really need to decide whether or not they're going to push for the kills or push back. Currently, they're just kind of hanging out. Get a little bit from Liliana, but nothing that's really going to connect. And everybody backs out. Zephy stun, Grok stun, is able to get the winner, and is able to get the winner. Is able to get the Natalia. Natalia goes down. Yibneth in bad shape. Is not able to react in time. Irie goes down. Slims should have gone down, but again, his mobility is just crazy. So we've got all 5 3G guys alive. That Slims and Liliana still not going to be able to get that Slims. They are going to take this tower, however. Finally, the first tower does go down. 3G up by quite a little over, yeah, right at 3,000 gold. And rotations. Rotations, rotations, rotations. And guys, I understand you guys at some point were in one of the guilds, but try to be reasonable in chat, please.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Liliana rotates back mid, clearing wave. Natalia right there, though.
And Koof is doing a lot of damage on that bottom lane.
Yeah, he is. That Grak Valheim is... That's just a lot of CC. Liliana, nice job. Irie in a bad spot. Liliana is way too close. Fortunately, Irie has a lot of movement, but is not able to get out. That's some great Liliana play from the name that I'm not going to repeat anymore. I can't do it. Zephy's jumping in the enemy jungle, clearing as much as he can. Nat just out of range with that ult. winner, like we were saying, incredible mage. This match, I feel like he's just having a little bit of trouble syncing with the team, which does happen. I mean, especially on a burst mage. And a lot of damage going. Liliana goes down. Yabneth really kind of just creating a wall and preventing the other team from moving in. Grok is able to get a hook, but not able to do anything with it. Astrid just not really sure what the Astrid is doing, or the Zephys. They clearly don't want to get away. Yabneth still alive, backed by Malik, backed by Slims. This is not a good engage. The Slims does go down though. So you know what? Props to you, Zephys. Meanwhile, Liliana and Natalia, kind of in the same spot we were at 5 minutes ago. Bottom lane though. Got a strong push from NTG on the bottom lane. Not seeing any sort of reaction. Looks like maybe Valheim's going to finally go do something about it.
Still at 0%.
Oh, Malik just took a ton of damage.
Yeah, he did. and I know SFP is gonna be going. Oh no.
Liliana in trouble, but she had backup. And that's what you want. You always want your team rotating, so you're never alone. You're never stuck in a 1v anything situation.
Mm-hmm.
And 3G just going with the 5-man rotation.
Well, there goes my phone. All right, gotta make sure I have the stream up.
All right. We've got potential coming from Irie. Instead, she just backs out. Natalia goes down without any tanking. Yabneth not really hitting anybody with his ult. And that's just going to be bad for him. Astrid gets stunned by the Slims, but 3G moving in strong with just one, but they do have a minion trying to just take the towers. Pretty much an overcommitment, but they are able to get it without anyone going down. And just random point, good job Innocuous for their match earlier. And 3G jumps in on the Dark Slayer. They're not in a healthy situation. Zephys could die. And he backs out instead. We've got Astrid Valheim just doing what they can. But Yabneth is there. He's going to throw his ult down. Is he going to take it? He's not able to take it. But that was a really solid job by the Yabneth. Malik jumping in kind of by himself. We need he needs his team to move in and help him out. He ends up just taking a bunch of damage for effectively nothing. We got a really strong push from 3G minions on bottom lane. Got a decent push on top. It's a little bit toward the blue side. I don't understand the rotations that 3G is running, but they seem to be working, so.
Yeah, I'm a little bit questioning the rotations, but as you said.
And the bottom tower not down yet. It should have been, but it's still alive. Malik jumps out, and it puts Natalia, fortunately, was not hooked. That Liliana is just doing a crazy amount of damage. Another there's a missed ult opportunity from Natalia, and as it turns out, that tower on bottom goes down. We've got a push with the dragon up top, but the Slims is able to slow it down. And 3G, right now is your time. If you're not pushing waves, you are not trying to win the game. I don't understand what the rotation right now is. They are at least clearing mid wave. Astra does rotate top to clear top. Decent sized push on bottom as well. So they've got a good bit of pressure. Abyssal is not going to be up for a long time. Neither is Dragon. So right now it's just a matter of positioning and waiting for that prime opportunity. There's about a 4,000, a little over 4,000 gold difference in 3G's favor. But we're getting to the point where the gold difference of that size anyway doesn't matter. Story taking a lot of damage as Yibneth. He does go down. Natalia, great ult, but not deep enough. Could have killed a couple more, but she's still doing a lot of damage with her one. And it ends up pushing Zephys and Grak back. Liliana gets stuck in that Natalia slow, but she is able to maneuver out and get the Natalia kill. Malik goes down as well. That puts 3G with 4 up to NTG's 1. And they've got minions. So now they need to push. Bottom wave minions are at the core. Liliana's at the core. And they're pushing that mid tower. Mid-high tower goes down. And this should be the end. All you've really got to do is focus on the core. And that is going to be good game. 3G takes it home. For match 1 anyway.
Alright. I got 6%. It actually is charging now. So
there it is.
It might have just been my controller that I had on.
And he who shall remain nameless on Liliana. Strong play. Level 17, you join the guild. Oh yeah, by the way, ATF, we're just opened up right now. I just removed basically half the guild. Well, over the course of about a month. And we're wide open, so if you need a guild, ATF. We're questionably fun occasionally.
Yeah, Gio, congrats to Innocuous on you guys' first win in the PVL. Really proud of you guys. Alright. Seeming like it's still charging, loading up the game.
Are you playing guitar?
No, that's my the Razer phone's text message chime.
Man, that's weird. Alright, we are ready to go.
Alright, give me 1 sec.
Blue team's turn to ban.
3752. Navi doesn't exist because you're already in game. Nice.
This team's turn.
You're not in?
Nope. No, but it's all good. Just
Alright.
left a 6-second stream. delay.
So we got a Chognar ban, we've got a Cricknack ban.
Red team's turn to ban.
Yubneth.
Oh,
Arum.
Chog.
Arum ban from the red team, which is odd to me.
That is very odd because I forget who it is. Oh, Beef's not playing, so that's not a bad idea.
Red team's turn to ban.
We finally get the Ignis ban at the end after Marja. So who is... Yeah, and looks like same guy. Gonna get the Liliana.
Red team's turn to pick.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, same guy. Just pretty good on that Liliana. Just calling him same guy. Yeah, there are 2 streams for the PVL. This is the only stream for the PVL. But One Rain is the other lead shoutcaster for the PVL, and he does it on his channel. Twitch.tv/OneRain, the number 1. So, we've got Liliana, Valheim, Grok, which I don't understand on 3G so far. On the other side, we've got Wonder Woman, Malik. We do get the Morin, which is really, really interesting to me. And Crixie.
I love the Crixie.
The final 2 are going to be Irie and Zephy's.
Red team's turn to pick.
Story, how are we going to finish it off? With a teamie. Interesting. Yeah, I really feel like NTG is going to bring this one over to their side.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are not picks they saw in tournament play. I mean, these are picks that these characters that these players play. And I feel like we're going to see a totally different NTG in match number 2.
Mm-hmm. And see, 3G is also using the same team comp too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an interesting thing going on here. Well, except for the Ahri. Instead of the Ahri last game, it was the Astrid. So that's the only difference here.
Oh, and we get another person using the new Crixie skin, which, by the way, is amazing, and
I love it.
may or may not be gone now.
I just bought it. I bought it last night. I love Crixie.
Well, I think maybe today's the last day. So, just being honest, it's looking like an NTG comeback, maybe? Depends on this Liliana.
Right. It looks like Liliana might have to try and carry yet again. But 3G is a fairly new team. And they have their work cut out for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, Beefy, NTG did lose the first game.
Arena.
And there's the pause from NTG. We just got to load in.
So while we wait, remember, once a week we do random drawing for skins to all of our subscribers. So if you like the PVL, if you like what we're doing, and if you just want to help out, support the channel, support me to try to, continue to provide tournaments and opportunities for you to play the game, definitely subscribe to the channel. Show some love. And every week we will do a random skin or a random drawing for a skin of your choice, and whoever wins gets a skin. Easy breezy. NTG moving in with the invade is not able to get the buff, but is able to throw that Zephyrus off slightly. Will it make the difference? Not sure. Teamy just rolling around doing his thing and waiting. He is going to port back. Meanwhile, Crixie rotates back mid. Crixie, Liliana. Both solid at clearing wave. I think Liliana has a little bit faster of a clear in the early stages anyway, just due to cooldowns. We've got a whole lot of nothing. A lot of people in the same place, but nothing happened. Missed hook by Grak. Malik is going to rotate back to his tower. You got 3 from 3G there. They're about 10 seconds away for the Abyssal, and they're just clearing wave. And they should rotate up and take the dragon. Liliana rotates down, so that's 4. On the dragon. Morin could jump in. Malik could have slowed it down, but they just did not make it. They didn't do it. Grak is able to hook that Malik, and Malik does go down. Zephyrs takes him out. We've got Morin there, Teamy there. Looks like they're just going to wait for the wave to get pushed forward. Crixie rotates bottom. Liliana going to try to catch her in a bad position, but she's got Morin right behind her. And Liliana taking advantage of the bushes. Teamy trying to get his rhythm down, but is not quite there yet. He obviously knows what he should be doing and when, but his timing is slightly off. And it looks like 3G is just taking advantage of it. 1 kill. There's about a 1100 gold difference up top. Meanwhile, Zephy's in a lot of trouble. Wonder Woman gets that lasso, is not able to take him out, but Irie jumps right in, tries to take out the Morin, but ends up running into a Crixie ult and goes down. Liliana there, but there's 4 enemies. I don't see anybody actually attacking Liliana.
I don't know if they entirely want to get into a scrap with Liliana too much. But I think NTG is just trying to position themselves well. That's good damage coming from Osiris.
Almost a push coming in mid. You got 2 up top to push those. And the dragon pops. Zephyrs is right there and jumps right in. Backed by Valheim and Grok. Malik and Teamy are both still there, both of which could take the dragon, but they're not able to do it. 3G comes away with it again. And NTG is just in a rough spot right now. Malik jumps in for the ult. Valheim is going to go down. Grok he pulls the Malik back, but it's too late, and it ends up being bad for both him and Zephys, I thought. Malik, that teamy ult was flawless. Gets Malik up, and that's going to send Grok going down as well. Maybe? There you go. Malik really took advantage of that. And we've got Liliana up top, just pushing wave. I thought, but she just lets the tower take the damage and walks away. Liliana still mid, just clearing wave. Frag build currently is not a lot of anything. Got Greaves of Protection and two just regular old armors.
Teamy is able to resurrect himself and others if he times his ult properly. It takes a lot of timing and a lot of practice to get that timing down. Yep, there's Crimson Banner on that Grok. I don't know why he didn't take the support item.
And a lot of ults going down, a lot of damage coming out in theory, but there's just nobody. I don't really know what was happening there. It's like people attacking air. And nobody stepped forward, so nobody really got hurt. Meanwhile, up top, Morin really getting to the point that he is going to be effective. He's going to take that tower down fast. Zephys trying to jump in and slow somebody down, but he ends up just attacking the Wonder Woman instead, which is not ideal. Morin, and you can see that damage just pouring out. Once Morin gets on a rotation with his abilities, he is incredibly hard to stop. And we still have a pretty solid push on bottom for 3G. That Grok tries to grab before the port goes off, is not able to do so. Valheim takes the tower down, and Malik, it looks like pretty much, well, the whole NTG team except for Wonder Woman are bottom, moving through their left side jungle. As far as our vision, our right side. Dragon at 8,000 health. We have both teams on top of it. Crixie rolls in with her ult. Does not really hit a single enemy, but they are able to take the dragon down. That's going to be 2 dragons to 1. NTG gets there first. We got a pretty decent push in the middle with Crixie and Teamy. Liliana's going to try to stop them, but it looks like she's going to go down. Maybe. Liliana still alive. Tower still alive. Crixie should be able to take it down, and she does, but jeez. Wonder Woman top just in a terrible spot. And she goes down. Meanwhile, bottom. We got a little bit of a push, but nothing substantial. What we really need to see here are just rotations in general. Just give me anything. Just show me some sort of rotation. And it just feels like we're just waiting for objectives to pop up, waiting for wave to clear, I guess, on its own. I think both teams could be more aggressive right now, and it would infinitely increase their chances of winning. Maybe not infinitely, since it's out of 100%. But it definitely would improve them substantially, really for either side. The Abyssal Dragon is now enraged, and Zephy's jumps right in. Teamy is there. Malik is now there, jumps in. Dragon gets pulled out, and they're just going to back away just to force it to reset. Meanwhile, Crixie is able to take down that Liliana and blew pretty much all of her abilities to do so. But it looks like by the time she re-engages, she will be fine. We got damage on the Dark Slayer happening right now from NTG. 3G meanwhile moves in. And still just rotations. Nothing nothing concrete. Looks like something maybe is going to happen in mid soon. Remember, the dragon both are up. Oh, and Liliana had a terrible spot. Morin has the gear now. And Malik jumps in. Jeez. Grak goes down. Zeph is trying to just stop the bleeding. He is going to get some damage out, but Morin again.
Morin just comes in and cleans.
Yeah, and look how fast his health goes back up. And he's doing nothing but auto-attacking. Using his one auto-attack. Just one auto-attack. Over and over and over again. Zephy's does go down. Crixie gets her legendary. And we'll just say it's because of that new skin. Automatic wins for the new skin.
Automatic. I have all the skins for Crixie now. But I'm using the new one, Papillon.
And we have potential for this tower to go down up top. They don't have minions, so it would not be a good idea to push currently. Malik Teamy mid, holding it up for NTG. Got a pretty strong push from 3G coming, but that Valheim takes a lot of damage, and that Malik nearly kills him. Just trying, and hey, it looks from this side of the wall, it looks like 3G won that. I mean, with very little damage, they could take down 2 more. But as it turns out, that's definitely a win for NTG. Morin just trying to get just enough damage out there so that that tower can go down, and he does have to back off. And when I say that, he backs off into the Dark Slayer with the Wonder Woman. So they are definitely, I feel like they're forcing objectives, but at least they're trying. At least they're trying. And Dark Slayer still could be stolen, and is stolen. All that effort, and Liliana just jumps in and snags it. That was fantastic play. And we've got potential for a 5-on-5 fight if Wonder Woman rotates down. Just remember, they have the Dark Slayer buff. they have the Drake. They definitely don't have anything close to an even break on the kill-death ratio, and they are behind in gold. They need whatever they can get. Grak pull was fantastic, but all he ended up doing was pulling someone he didn't want to be close to in, and Crixie ends up getting the kill with her ult. Valheim trying to tank. Liliana now trying to tank. They're all going down. Irie trying to get away desperately. She should, and she does. And we've got Zephys rotates back mid. We've got 4 from NTG rolling in. They've got minion wave to clear. Teamy almost dies, does die, and is able to hop back up just in time to try to save Wonder Woman from this Grak. Mid tower goes down. They are now in the base. Essentially, all you have to do at this point from NTG is just attack the base, but they missed the opportunity.
Yeah. They did.
However, still a lot going on. We got this push up top. I mean, there's still definitely potential for something to happen. NTG gonna bounce back to the base. They're not really getting pressured at all. So if ever there was a good time, that would have been it. You got 3G just kind of trying to stay active and aware of what's going on, make sure vision is good. And Dragon is up in 2-1. Dragon up more and is just standing there waiting. And he's going to do everything he can to get that dragon. Abyssal goes down. They don't. Yeah, fortunately Teamy was paying attention and takes the Dark Blessing as everyone else backed off. Got a pretty strong push from the red team on bottom. Don't really have much going on in mid. Just waiting for the moment. I feel like a team fight is coming soon to a Twitch channel near us. And it looks like Teamy's gonna lose that buff. Just waiting for something to happen. When you have the buff, that's the time you want to jump into tower when you've got your entire team backing you. That was that time. And they're 3G's just taking them down. They're pushing hard. There's potential. Malik is able to take down the Zephyrs. Huh. Malik's still alive.
Malik has got a lot of sustain.
That's crazy. But he gets a quad kill. Meanwhile, top tower should go down, and that is definitely game. Alright, so definitely get.
Oh yeah. My phone is now at 40%.
That's what happens when you watch
Definitely had to
YouTube
have been.
videos at work all day, sir.
The funny thing is that I actually was.
We know. We all understand.
Mm-hmm.
I know I do anyway. Alright, so getting ready for number 3 of 3. Whoever wins this match is going to be the winner of this series. Meanwhile, going to rotate up. Please do not join the channel. I'm going to go back to the full screen.
I think it was my controller though. Yeah. I don't know why. It's never given me the problems like that before. Sir, what happened to your face? If you're talking about the green screen, he's gonna burn it afterwards.
Blue team's turn to ban. Red team's turn to ban.
I actually can watch it at real time.
Blue team's turn to ban. Red team's turn to ban.
They are just not letting Story have that Chognar.
Team's turn to ban.
I can't. He's actually a really good Chognar.
Red team's turn to ban.
So after match 1 and match 2, what are you thinking? You think NTG's gonna come back and just wreck it?
I think if they played like the way they did last game, they should be able to do it easily.
Red team's turn to ban.
In my opinion, 3G is still a fairly new team, and they got a lot of players that are still playing like they're in the gold tier, which they are, but they're not playing at the competitive level. For instance, you're gonna have to you have 2 in the abyssal lane. The Grok was never rotating at all.
Red team's turn
So,
to pick.
no roam, no nothing. And actually, Judge, I don't have a beard anymore, bro.
Blue team's turn to pick. Red team's turn to pick.
It looks like 3G is changing up their comp. They were able to get the Ignis So now they got Ignis, Val, Roxy, Crushed, and a Wukong in the jungle. Wukong is very powerful. I feel like he's really good. But if you're playing Wukong, you tend to focus on your ganks more than hitting the objectives. But NTG is still going with, from the looks of it, basically the same comp as before, just without instead of, I forget what they were playing. Instead of Wonder Woman, it's going to be Ibanez.
10 seconds remaining.
Yes, Roman. Hashtag chat beardless. I actually got a new job, and they said you're not allowed to have a beard. So in order to move on in life, you have to make sacrifices, and that's one of the sacrifices I had to make.
Yeah, when I did that many moons ago, I cut 2 feet of hair off and got a job. 2 feet
Wait, 2 feet of what?
of hair.
Hair?
Yeah, man.
Good lord.
Yeah, man. And then, like, literally within a week, people, just the same people I knew before, looked at me like I just wasn't very metal anymore. It was a painful experience for me.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man, I'm bumming myself out just thinking about it. Don't think about the beard, man. The job's gonna be worth it. And from what I understand, male strippers get paid pretty well, so a lot of potential. And to Mrs. Chap, that is not what his job is.
No.
Whatever he told you is probably true. Whatever I told you is probably not. All
Hey,
right.
Roman, you have to wear a respirator?
Yeah, you got to think all the stuff it takes to make clothes.
Oh yeah, that's right. But I mean, my job is now a security guard in a hospital, so they're very big on the cleanliness.
All right, so we are ready to go. NTG has the Yabneth. 3G has the Ignis. Is Ignis gonna make it happen, or is the Yabneth just gonna do what Yabneth does? I'm leaning toward the Ignis. If my wife tells me she wants me to be a stripper, I am a stripper that night. I basically just follow instructions.
As we all should. As every guy should.
Just do what you're told. Once you realize that's the best move, your life just it gets better. Ignis in position, trying to stay alive, but they're pushing hard on him. But his cooldowns are just crazy good. And he took Phoenix tier first, which is not a bad move. Early game, you could also take cooldown boots first on Ignis, and it's neither of the two is a bad move. I prefer Phoenix tier, so.
Well, he uses so much mana, it's ridiculous.
You need it.
It's almost better to go Phoenix tier and then get your boots.
First blood.
Crixie just doing work. Everybody pretty much ready for the Abyssal, but nobody jumping in on it. NTG just hanging back. Just letting 3G just kind of wear themselves down. That Ignis does not have a lot of mana right now. Looks like he just leveled up, so he got a little bit back. Malik jumps in. Crest should die, but lives.
Wow.
Yeah, Ignis just trying to hang back and just do as much damage as he can, but he's still taking way too much damage. That Crixie could have killed him there. Does not get the hit. Wukong, meanwhile, just waiting. Not able to get close enough. NTG does take the Abyssal. Wukong practically dead. Ignis practically dead. That Teamy could make a move.
And Wolf, if you haven't heard about the
And he does. It looks like Ignis still gets away. Crazy. And I really thought he was going to get that kill. Crixie with a miss on her one. Both Ignis and Teamy should have died.
beef server boot.
Why do people
Booty
take it?
boots.
Why do people take stuff so personally when it happens on the ATF server? I would almost guarantee the reason you got kicked was because of people that were in ATF that probably aren't even there anymore. So don't take it personally. Ignis now up top. Just really trying to do something to get this against this Yvneth, but not able to do so. Crixie jumps in, getting some damage on that Ignis. Yvneth tries to get his ult, and he does. Ignis goes down. Great job by Morin just staying on top of it. Crest is gonna die too. That tower is doing a lot of damage, but it's in prime position to get taken. Just depends on how fast Morin can clear that wave. And yeah, that top tower is going to go down. Meanwhile, mid, the NTG mid tower is in bad shape. Trying to push that wave back. Let's see. Meanwhile, Roxy. Malik. Oh man, another team fight. Ignis getting kills, but also dying. So you've really got to know when to engage and when to use his one just to get away. That speed increase that the one gives you when it hits can make a huge difference if you just stack it back to back to back. And Roxy is going to jump in on the Abyssal. Malik is there, but Valhein's doing everything he can just to push that Malik back. Malik with the cleave. He's about to cleave. Yeah, and is able to take the Valheim down. They are able to take down the Abyssal. That is not good news for 3G. Malik just absolutely shocking these guys at how much damage he can do.
Malik just does ridiculously amount of damage. It's impressive.
You rotate back mid. Got a nice push coming from NTG into that tower. If they all focus, they can take it. But it looks like Morin just did it himself. We've got Ignis versus Yubneth up top. Crest gonna jump in. Yubneth just trying to slow that Ignis down, but as you can see that that one speed increase is just crazy good. You got Teamy taking damage. Yubneth not interested in helping at all. Teamy just slowing that Wukong down, which sometimes is all you can hope for. Yes, Ninja is an ATF. Ninja and I have been playing together for years and years and years on a bunch of games. And you can guarantee that wherever she is, I will be, and vice versa. That Wukong, I feel like missing a lot of opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Not able to get into the gank. He's also underfarmed.
Yeah, he's a couple levels up on his own team. That's not really what you want when your team's down 10-1. Teamy jumps in. Ignis just trying to get the damage out. 3G has the team there, but they're not in good position. Wukong is going to go down. Morin it's kind of a tipping point for Morin. Ninja is a female. And Abyssal is taking some damage. And NTG going to take it uncontested with really no effort. Crixie kind of stayed back. Oh, and Ignis, potential for gank very high, but Crixie takes him out. This is a good example. Ignis is amazing, but if you really need to get some practice on him before just grabbing him. Roxy goes down. Wukong goes down. NTG's just on a rampage. That tower goes down. Crest ult is not there anymore, and he is probably gonna go down. They lose Teamy almost. Is he gonna get away? He does. Ignis taking a lot of heat instantly, just gets melted. Yubneth keeping top clear. You've got Wave moving almost to tower. Valheim from 3G is there and able to keep the wave back. And again, come on guys, stop with the 3G hate. Oh, yeah, well, if Ninja booted you, you definitely deserved it. Alright, Morin going to move into the Abyssal Dragon. You got Malik right behind him. And he's just going to take it by himself. His team is keeping everybody at bay. And they basically, and that just shows you how much damage Morin can do by himself with the debuff. Effectively just takes the dragon down with the debuff with absolutely no effort whatsoever. They do have both the Abyssal buff and the Darkslayer buff. It looks like they're sort of wasting the Darkslayer buff. They do have the dragon though. They've got wave coming in. Morin is just moving like he's just ready to kill somebody. And it looks like now is going to be time.
That's a
They
dead
need
Wukong.
to. Yeah, Wukong is dead. They need to take that Ignis out. Teamy jumps in right in a great spot. Teamy with the the dragon buff. It doesn't matter if he tries to die. He gets the heal off. He gets his ult off. And a lot of damage coming out. There's so much potential for kills from NTG's side. They're finally making it happen. But Ignis, that's when you start seeing the Ignis power. When he has ability power stacked up, I'm sure he's got Rhea's blessing. He doesn't, which is really, really strange. That's when you really see him make stuff happen. Crixie gonna ult just to keep Morin alive. The Wukong really could have timed it better and probably taken that Morin out, which would have been ideal. 3G really cannot pass on those chances to get ahead. Just everybody looks like just trying to get their rotations in check. Beefy, I can't be any more clear. No one cares. If you have an issue with someone in a Discord server, talk to that person. Yeah, it looks like 3G is just gonna definitely win that fight. The Groot is able to get some damage out and get back out. And it doesn't look like Roxy, finally maybe, Roxy cannot kill him. Well, again, Beefy, if you care, go talk to the person you have the issue with.
A blue team tower has been destroyed.
That's how grown people do it. Alright, 3G really getting the waves pushed, getting everything moving forward in their direction. They were down a substantial number of kills. And they're really turning it back around. So we have really solid potential for a 5v5 push at the Dark Slayer. Looks like the Morin is ready to make that happen. He's waiting. We've got Ignis right there. I feel like they missed an opportunity to take that Ignis out. And now that Crest just looking ridiculous with shield, with health. You're not stopping that. They missed an opportunity to take that Ignis out, and
they engaged in the wrong situation.
Oh yeah, Wukong does go down. We've got Crixie and Yubneth up, but looks like they're gonna rotate back. They rotate back to Darkslayer with all those people dead. Crixie back up, Yubneth rotating up. they're not going to be able to get to the Dark Slayer in time. I feel like they're just in a really bad spot right now. Crushed, I've just got to know, how much health do you have? Crushed, where are we at? He's dead. It's really not as much as I thought. I'm sure it is with his ult. Meanwhile, the Abyssal goes down. Morin takes it quick. And 3G effectively has wasted this Dark Slayer ult, or this Dark Slayer buff. They didn't press at all when they had 4 of the 5 dead. Man, I feel like that's just a huge missed opportunity. And now with NTG with that Dark Slayer buff, that's definitely a much lesser position than they were in 5 minutes ago. And Roxy just doing her thing up top. The rest of the team, meanwhile, just going to push this top tower as hard as they can. Malik jumps in. He takes crazy damage fast, but his shield keeps him alive. That sustain, that's the sustain. That Ignis is not really taking a lot of damage. Valheim goes down. Crixie goes down. Ignis still alive. Yvneth really needs to take that Ignis out. Now's your chance. That's stun. Morin, where you at, man?
There it is.
Yvneth does it himself. NTG, this is your chance. Can you capitalize on what they did not do? You've got waves sort of pushed. Yeah, and Morin's just going to smoke that tower just in time for the minions to hit the mid. And more, wow, that's unfortunate for Morin. They really need to yeah. That was bad news for that Morin. Teamy is going to pop back up. That mid tower is going to go down though.
A red team tower has
Yeah,
been destroyed.
that could have been game. I feel like both teams are just like off kilters or something. NTG is up 10,000 gold and have been up pretty much the whole game. Let's go back to gold chart. They have been substantially up all game. We got a push in mid. Roxy's there. Crixie hanging out in the bushes for some reason. Roxy has potential to push this, but the more time passes. Oh, and that Ignis is doing a crazy amount of damage. That Yvneth really in a terrible spot. And he gets away though.
He still gets away.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
Malik, save your boy. Help the man out. He gets that heal. And Crixie is able to take out the Ignis. But it looks like they're ignoring the minions that are about to, and finally Morin's going to react to it. Yeah, but Ignis down. Neither of the teams are really pushing. They absolutely, 3G absolutely needs Ignis. Malik jumps in, cleaves. He's ready to get the damage out there. Wukong just can't hang. Malik is a huge problem for Crushed. We got 2 still alive.
And there's game.
And that's game. NTG. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good games there. Pretty impressed with it.
And look at the damage from Ignis. The next highest damage was half of what he had. He did 46% of the damage for his team. That's with a